Chris Stevenson here with another 5 in 5. It's 5 tips in 5 minutes. We're going to talk this time about cardio kickboxing. Cardio kickboxing is a great workout. It involves your entire body. It's high impact. It's dynamic. You can get some great results, but it can also be intimidating. It looks a little tough. You can also get injured if you don't do it right. So we're going to give you 5 tips that help you feel comfortable doing it, keep you from getting injured, and also make sure you get the most out of your cardio kickboxing workout. Tip number 1 is how to punch properly. When you throw a punch, what you want to make sure is that your guard stays up and you're tight, but you're not tense. So keep that body tight, that navel drawn in. And it's not just the arm. Too many people stand up there and they just kind of move at the elbow. First of all, it's hard on the elbow joint. Second of all, you're not using your entire body. So when you punch, your hands stay up here, you're going to twist, you're going to rotate the shoulder, you're going to rotate the torso, get the abs involved, get the hips involved. So when I throw a punch, it's my whole body twisting and moving, pivoting on the feet. This makes a punch beneficial for the whole body. And again, you're not snapping at the elbow, hurting it. One more important thing is as you throw the punch, never lock the arm out. Go almost to extension, then bring it right back to the chin. So no matter if you're punching up and down, you're punching side to side, all those punches involve the whole body, and they come from the shoulder, not the elbow. Okay, tip number 2, we're going to talk about throwing knees correctly. Knees are great because you're utilizing the butt, you're utilizing the legs, but what you might not realize is you also want to make sure that you involve the abs every single time. So I'm going to go over 3 basic knees that most instructors do. You'll see some variations, but these are the basics. Knee number 1, foot is 45 degrees. This leg is back here. You're going to draw the knee up. That's using the hip flexor and the leg. But what you want to do is crunch as well. So as I bring the knee up, I'm crunching and I'm meeting the knee. It's not purely just bringing the knee up this way. I'm adding that crunch to make sure I'm doing a crunch while I do the knee, so I involve the abs as well as the hips, the knees, the legs, the hip flexors. Okay? If it's a twisting type knee, I set up the same way. This foot is nice and grounded and planted. Bringing my elbows in here, and as the knee comes up, I twist. This way I'm working the obliques. Okay? So I'm still working all the muscles in the leg that involve raising the knee, but I'm also making sure that I work the obliques. The third type of knee is the sideways knee. Foot stays the same way. I'm going to bring the knee up, but I'm going to crunch to the side as well. Too many people just lift the knee. You want to crunch. Okay? So again, you're hitting the obliques. So again, it's not just about raising the knee, it's about meeting the knee in the middle with a crunch, or meeting the knee in the middle with a side crunch, or meeting the knee with a rotation. That way, not only are we working the legs using that knee, but we're also working the abs. Okay, tip number 3 is proper kicking technique. Now, the most important thing with any kick is what's called the chamber. And that means you bring the knee up before the foot goes out. So for example, if I'm doing a front kick, the knee comes up with the foot down, then the kick goes out. Too many people start the foot out before the knee's all the way up, so they end up swinging. Now that's going to result in hamstring pulls, and you can get injured that way. The safest way to kick is bringing the knee up and out. If it's a roundhouse kick, knees up this way and out. Even on a back kick, knee comes up first, then it thrusts back. The second part of kicking is don't worry about height, worry about form. So throwing a sloppy kick high, you risk injury and you don't get a lot of benefit, as opposed to throwing a great kick low. So if I've got a sloppy kick kind of swinging up high, that's not very beneficial, but a nice low proper kick is good. So we have our basic front kick where the body is squared, the knee comes up, foot goes out, comes back in. Roundhouse kick, the other foot goes 45 degrees, knee comes up, foot extends out, comes back down, and then our back kicks. And the one thing out of back kick is you chamber. What you don't want to do is extend and arch that back. You want to lean forward so the back stays pretty flat. Always keep the navel drawn in and thrust straight backwards, kicking with the heel. Now obviously you do those kicks in combination with other moves, but those are the basics to the kick part of any combination. Tip number 4. Like I said before, kickboxing can be intimidating, but it's such an awesome workout. Don't let just looking at a class that looks super complicated scare you off. You can always modify. First of all, a good instructor will always help you modify, so never be afraid to ask, because any good instructor is going to say, oh, build it differently. Second thing to remember is, instead of kicks, you can throw knees as you're getting used to it, or you can break down choreography. For example, one move we do is punch, punch, so it's step, step, clap, clap. When you're first learning, just pay attention to the footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then add the punches. Add the punches. Then put it all together. Put it all together. Okay? Same thing with kicking combinations. A basic combination most instructors do is kick, step back, punch. Kick, step back, punch. What you can do is just knee, step, then knee when you're comfortable. Then kick back. But the whole point is you don't have to jump in and do everything that people have been taking it for years are doing. You come in, just do the footwork, then add some hands, then add the full combination. Ask for modifications. It's such a great class. Find someone to help you. Find somebody that's been taking class for a long time that can mentor you. But don't let it intimidate you. It's your class. You modify it. Tip number 5, why should I kickbox? The reason kickboxing is so great, and I mentioned this in the beginning, is it's a full body workout. You are getting your cardio, you're getting muscle conditioning, you're building strength because there's squats built in, there's lunges built in. It's just a great, well-rounded class. And if you use the modifications and you learn the technique to do it right, anybody can do it. So following these tips, some people look in there and they say, oh, I could never do that. Well, guess what? Yes, you can, as long as you're taught to do it right. As long as you know how to do the proper form and technique and you know how to modify. So using those other 4 tips, that really answers tip 5. You all can do kickboxing. It's a great cross-training workout, and I suggest that you try it soon. So until next time, remember, fitness is a choice.